all know what needs to happen.
And those are exactly the kind of words you expect to hear coming from him. Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. Here with me tonight, Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Bay. Now, they can't make the second free throw either. Listen both.
Bulls had won the Central each of the last 2 seasons, but were unable to make it 3.
Following the score by Derrick Rose. Urebko, the pass to Smith, feeds to Jennings. Hits it from three-point range. Never could really close the gap.
Seems like the Bulls are always in the mix for the Central Division title. I mean, since the realignment in 2004, the Bulls have never finished in the bottom of this division, and more often than not, they're in one of the top 2 spots.
Here's Noah. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Fires the 3. Urebko. Chicago grabs the miss. Noah's got his 3rd rebound on the night. They're moving out after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And it's hard to point out anything that they did well in that loss. And the game never got out of hand, but they were pretty shaky across the board.
And Steve, you know how optimistic and positive. I mean, my goodness, they did keep it somewhat close. I guess that's the best I can say at this point.
Well, what's the old saying? If you can't say...
He would like to wait till after his 4th season before putting ink to paper. Might be in his best interest to do that. He's a promising young player.
Nice shot by Smith.
Any team to really keep up with him. Kevin, we'll see if they can do it.
And as always, Doris, thank you. He feeds it to Monroe. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Teams made the playoffs to go to 8-8 against the Central. Shows you just how tough, Steve, the Pistons could be within the division.
And the Pistons have always been a mainstay in this Central Division, going way back with rivalries against the Cavs, but in the league overall.
Stolen by Noah.
Yeah, he had tunnel vision on that pass. He was really focused on the target. Never did see the defender.
A 39-point outing in their last game against Miami. Here's Boozer. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Are getting to the lane.
Yeah, but you know, he struggled finishing at the rim. Some of that because of his size. Not really a physically imposing guy. Developing that floater and learning to avoid NBA
of its game.
And Steve, I think they get the win if that game had been at home instead of on the road.
Now here's Rose. Right now averaging 27 points a game.
You know, they've been short of injuries. I think it's time to scale back a little bit on the minutes played.
Stuckey kicks to Villanueva. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. Rose dishes to Butler. Noah. The jump hook. Breaks a big high bouncing plays in. Here's Clutch. 29 points for him last game against Miami.
And he was disruptive defensively, too. Kevin, really aggressively trying to make plays back.
Pass to Butler. And Chicago scoring again.
At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're deep. That's what...
Clutch the pass to Rose. He dishes it to Boozer. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. On the floor for Detroit. On the wings, KCP and Josh Smith. Jonas Urebko out there at Greg Monroe. And it's Siva in at the point. Here's Siva. He passes to Monroe. And he uses the glass on the layup. Monroe
starts shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Rose. He's got 9. Snell, covered by Smith. Pass to Clutch. 6 on the shot clock.
And his own safety pulling a move like that.
He just couldn't help himself, could he?
Right between the eyes, as somebody I know might say.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. What?
Couldn't sustain the kind of intensity and focus needed to win consistently. That was a big part of why they had such a tough year.
Rose goes in. The shot is off. The Pistons go the other way with it, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. So we'll see Carlos Boozer.
Well, you know, what you think about now with a team like this is that if it's young, maybe they're not used to the tweaks and the adjustments that other teams are making at them over the half.
Stuckey on the wing. Dishes to Smith. Back to Stuckey. Misses off the right iron.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
And that one's good by Noah.
What you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And the shot is good from Stuckey. The feed to Stuckey. It's back to Jennings. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Throws it up high and slammed in by Smith.
Really?
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Clutch has got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Jennings drives in. Out to Stuckey. It's back to Jennings. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. And it's 8 points for Brandon Jennings. Here's Rose. That'll do it for the first half. Bulls lead by 6. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a great game out in Chicago. Thanks for joining us. At the midway point, the Bulls are playing very well. They're off to a hot start this season. They'd like to continue that hot streak in this game. Everything going right for Joakim Noah. He's got 13 points and a great field goal percentage for him as he's been making his shots count. And a resilient Pistons team is staying in it. Hard to find a lot to like about their performance so far. They'll need to pay much better attention in the second half to the details. The details. Not a great game for Rodney Stuckey. An abysmal field goal percentage. The shot not cooperating. We'll see you next time as the second half is about to get underway in Chicago.
Impressive effort here today.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
Our second half of basketball. Boozer kicks to Rose. Back to Boozer. Pass to Clutch. Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's Derrick Rose with the 3.
Defensive team in the modern NBA, because so many offenses love to load up on three-point shots. You got to be able to defend it. And the Bulls did just that. Challenging the opponents took, but also the percentage of those that they made.
Back to Monroe. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Pretty impressive, Doris. Thanks. Smith's shot is good.
Always look to be a tough defensive team, and they might not have the flashiest players, but they have some of the toughest, no doubt.
He dishes it to Uredko. Nelson and Smith with the assist that time.
Wears down quicker. You don't recover as fast. That can really take its toll over the course of an 82 game.
They're out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Clutch the pass to Noah. Here's Clutch, covered by Monroe. Another 3 for Chicago.
I like it on that play.
Jennings kicks to Monroe. Soft touch off the glass. Monroe. Smith outside. It's back to Jennings. It's good. The assist that time from Smith is amazing. He was able to come back at all.
Yeah, and Kevin, it helped that he was on a team where he almost never had to be the primary ball handler. That would have put a lot more pressure on that Achilles. But even though he moved okay.
It was in Detroit where they were able to handle the Pistons.
Well, they rolled him in that game, and it was mostly due to the big rebounding advantage they had.
You can really call Pope. The kick out to Billups. The pass to Caldwell Pope. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Pass it to Bynum. Kicks it to Monroe. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 10-5 with the long ball since entering the second half. He kicks it to Bynum. Back to Billups to tie, and the basket good. Billups has got.
But he has really stepped up his shooting from deep. Not a lot of guards can go from carrying the ball handling duties to being a catch and shoot guy, but Chauncey has made the transition quite smooth.
Outside Rose. On the pass to Clutch. They need this. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Kevin, Josh Smith was an impressive big-name free agent signing for the Detroit Pistons, a team who tied for the 7th worst record in the league last season and 3rd worst in fan attendance. A bit of a fan support would be a big factor in his free agency decision, and also stated that winning was all he cared about. Kevin, his quote, shot at a title may still be a ways away, but $56 million over 4 years isn't chump change, and he will make this
to the second round without Derrick Rose, but they did it with a group of role players, with a front line that was tough and nasty and rebounded well, and with great coaching too.
It's Bynum with the drive. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
Rose passes to Clutch. Noah with a screen on Jennings. Here's Clutch. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 3/4 of play in a close game here. The Pistons on top. They lead by 2. Scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And they continue to knock down the long-range three-point shot as well.
And Detroit looking at who they've got. Jonas Jerebko out there and Greg Monroe. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. Then there's Jennings. Outside Jennings. Feeds it to Jerebko. He passes to Smith. The Pistons working the ball around now. Here's Monroe. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it.
Kevin, can they retake the lead?
Rose attacking. And it's good. With time running down on the shot clock.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Monroe, covered by Noah. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's 8.
That's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Here's Clutch. What a terrific move that was. Right side Rose. 4 on the clock. 3-pointer. Passes it to Clutch. Launches a 3. That's good. Now it's a 4. The kick out to Dang. Pass to Clutch. Shoots it. Bullseye. Clutch has got 9 points. No good. Great defense that time from Noah.
Now, slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have.
Rose against Billups. Left side, Billups. Back to Monroe. Stolen by Noah. To the paint. One-on-one here.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that. And then faint rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's maybe he was set that time, Steve. I thought it was a good screen on his part.
Inside, here's Stuckey. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Right side, Boozer. Right side, Boozer. Clutch. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a 3-point play. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've been there tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
Monroe, the pass to Billups. Connects from 3-point range. Kicks to Jerebko. Back to Smith. Pass to Billups. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
And with the big minutes that Joakim Noah is asked to play, it's a good thing he's been so dedicated to staying in shape.
He's another player.
6'11", he's a bit of a tweener between power forward and center, and he said he's comfortable playing at either position.
Well, that's a great thing to have, that type of versatility on the front line, because you know that people will have injuries, so you have a guy who gives you that kind of flexibility. It's a huge asset.
Second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Monroe. Phillips up top. He's covered by Rose. Out to Stuckey. And yes, a nice assist from Phillips. Downtown here in the fourth. And stolen by Phillips. And now Stuckey running the floor all by himself.
Boy, that was a massive sequence of events
They want, but there's not enough time left for them to come back and win this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what they think they're going to pull off here.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Clutch.
Really impressive game from you tonight. It seemed like you could do no wrong. What are your thoughts on the game and how you played?
It was a great team effort, really. We did a nice job executing on both offense and defense. And when you see your teammates playing so well, it automatically elevates your own game. I think that's what happened with me tonight. I was just caught up in the flow, and not only did we get to win, but it showed in my individual game too.